Everything is math. Yes, DVLOT. That's a lesson of Agricola. Everything is math. Thanks, Silver. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, I'm picking Collector, but how much freaking food is in this game? Like, I see this pack, and the thing this pack says is this game's going to have approximately 85,362,427 food in it. Approximately. And, while I still think the pick is Collector, that really makes a difference in terms of well, Collector already says you need a lot of bonus points, but it's even more now. Because of the food, I think Baseboards is the necessary minor pick here over Butter Churn. Yeah, the other food here is Animal Teacher, Junior Artist Stew, Butter Churn, Junk Room. Like, the food is everywhere here. Uh... Y'all hear that outside, right? Oh my god, what am I doing? Milk Jug is the 6th minor I want out of these 7. My god. Well, I am a carrot believer, and I don't think I'm going to stop now. Schnapps Distiller seems good with Collector. I don't think I can de-draft Animal Feeder. Stew is enough for Junior Artist to be good. Seems like a terrible buyer game, honestly. This is insane. I have no idea what's going to happen. Assuming the first drafted was good. Can't be sure. What the heck? What? Huh? Turns out I should have first picked Junior Artist Stew. Jesus Christ. Great case for either carrier here. I mean, if this isn't a clay carrier game, I don't really know what is. On the flip side, every game is a wood carrier game, so I have to take it. But I am so unhappy with how this is going. I swear I never passed this much value down the line. But I just can't help it. There's too much stuff. Also, it being a good Clay Carrier game means it might be a good Shovel Bearer game too. I'm not ashamed to say I have no idea in how I'm supposed to navigate this. Maybe I get like a freaking wheel plow next pack and it's all okay. Started to fear carrot's a trap? It can be in some cases, but I don't think it is in this case. No, I didn't Ace Spade. I am so displeased. I have no idea what I'm doing. Conservator and Stock Protector are my Ock thoughts. And I might be going with No, there's too much clay in this game. Like, the chance for clay rooms is high. Carrot Museum generally says that Conservator could be a good idea, but... I'm so confused. I really want to pick Chain Float. I need the plows. But if there was a Forest Plow and a Chain Float coming around, it's possible that there's a lot of plows in the draft already. Going for Mandolin is super tempting. But... oh, just like casually Animal Teacher Butter Churn coming back. But I think it's probably a Pattern Maker game. With this much wood. That should be better than Potato and Animal Teacher. Furrows is reasonable enough. It's not amazing, but it's reasonable. Milking Parlor would be okay. Games like this can be tough for surprisingly low scoring. Ordering matters so much in this game. With Chain Float, there's a very strong argument I should just 3-wood start player in round 1. Let's see. Mini Pasture, was that in this pack or the next one? I think it's the next pack. Beer Keg, what is going on? What is going on? I'm broken. That's so true, Heroic Logic. I briefly considered those CW, and then I stopped considering them. Tutor wrong with bookshelf? You want me to take the other thing? And pass tutor on to junior artist? Six first pick minors? I'm probably calling it 4 first pickable minors here. Okay, we're playing a no wood rooms game. Rhett Carpenter from Tim G65. I still maybe should have taken 3 wood over Ocking. No, I'm not playing Market Crier with a collector and a pattern maker. Are you all crazy? Plow was also, like, passable. It would have been the move if I didn't have Chain Float. Very early mini pasture. This hand really needs a Task Artisan, but do not have... To be fair, a lot of hands could use a Task Artisan. The 2 clay move could be a ton of reasons. Merrick. Can't really have too many crop sources. I think I have enough. Gonzo with the junior artist Stu. I'm not too surprised given, well, Tim took the Rhett Carpenter, so... I'm on 3 wood here. Hoping to get 4 wood to open next round. Casual day laborers. What? Oh no. Oh dear. No, look, I understand these things. I understand these things, Spidey. I have half a mind to ditch Chain Float because it slows down fencing. Don't like seeing that Forestry Studies. Also, how do you pass on tutor and animal teacher when you have forestry studies? I'm very much regretting not opening 3 wood right now, because my tutor's doing nothing. On the other hand, it slowed down Gonzo from playing junior artist Tiller that early. Hopefully Red took the animal feeder or something. If I thought Tim wasn't locked in on 2 wood with their last move, I would have taken the other 2 wood. Plowing's very sensible there. Sure, CW. Wait, why does it say enable? Pavior? Alright, I'm clicking start. My feeding is just going to be sus. Extension working? Nice. Yeah, so my feeding lines. Okay, I should not have gotten myself into this position. My feeding lines are kind of sketchy because they involve forced sequences, and forced sequence is bad. But among the lines were For Clay, Hearth, Collector, Collect, Collector, Schnapps Distiller, Collect, Barrow Pusher 2? Okay, well, that's not Animal Feeder, so I guess that's. Okay, time to decide what is better. Our choices are Ock, Wood, 4 food, 3 food, Wood, Ock, 3 food, Wood, 6 clay. Hold on. I just noticed the food at this table with no cookery built, a mini pasture, day labor probably wanting traveling is 2221. So it's 3 food. Now the question is, which 3 food? We could get fancy and give Tim even more reason to take traveling by taking fishing here. We could be the bad guy directly to Gonzo by taking traveling right now, which actually seems like the best idea here. Because Tim probably goes for cookery if they're... I don't recognize them. If they're low rated, I'm taking traveling. Oh. Yeah, okay. I don't really like making moves based on people's ratings. Okay, it turns out it would have worked, but I never know when a low-rated player is going to over-prioritize a fireplace in Dreams. Yeah. If you click on the outlines, it shows you the cards. Yeah, on the yeah, sometimes, like, the ratings unfortunately matter. You don't like... Thematically, yeah. That's what one food fishing is for. Gonzo making the read that traveling for one should be available. I think that's okay. The problem with taking Reedstone is that there's no guaranteed day labor is available. Laju thinking day labor will be available though. That's an interesting trade that probably works for both of them. Tim's getting the first room. I think it's just collector o'clock. Four clay is very reasonable. Fencing's not insane. Like, it's relatively insane, but it's not completely insane. You like 6 clay more than 5 wood. My sense is that Clay Pit will be available next round at 5. Not that 5's the right number. Because it's not. Reno and Hearth. Or Reno Fireplace Carrot Museum. Gonzo's farm looking a little field fences-y. Beer Tap? Wow, Beer Tap coming in. Also, if this stage 1 isn't enough evidence that Dwelling Mound sucks, I don't know. We think Dwelling Man is okay. Alright, early growth! Oh. Whoops. Hey, Susuma, let me read your comment in a sec. So, I have the option to grow second here. That gives me 4 actions to feed. Oh, glad you're appreciating the content, Susuma. Thanks for sharing. See it as a blessing in disguise? Yeah, maybe. I'd expect Laoju to take the sheep here. I was thinking 5 clay might have come back. How okay am I to not start? What do I think Gonzo's doing? Traveling? Maybe playing Stew into 4 wood. On the other hand, I just don't have many options here. Besides build. And if I build stables, I can't play Butter Churn. But I could collect all the animals. Oh! And there's this wacko line where I collect now and double build. And dare myself to find enough food. That lets me play baseboards on Grow for 5 wood. The risk is Tim starting and Gonzo traveling. Or taking 3 wood. Alright. And this gives me a veggie. And the food is necessary to schnapps with, because it won't be a second clay for Butter Churn. Hopefully that was the right collect. But I'm pretty sure if it wasn't correct, it was at least close. No, like, if I get 2 grows in a row, I can do absolutely insane things this game. We dodged the start because I'm an idiot and Tim G was growing every single time. Though, you know, I'm going to say my comment was okay in the sense that don't trust lower rated players. You maybe prefer single build, but you... Okay, if you think this is close enough, then I'm happy. Oh, and I can play Schnapps Distiller next round and grow Bookshelf? Maybe. There might be a race to build the next room. We have a first pick Young Farmer. There's the stew. Okay, I'm probably growing Nada next round, and that is fine. Oh wait, no, I have wood for butter churn. What am I talking about? We... That would have been fun doing wombats. Okay, this seems like a good time to run to the bathroom. Seems potentially strong. Yes, this line has potential. Aside from not opening this game 3 wood start player tutor, I like pretty much everything I've done. Too much button. With Schnapps Distiller, I think I have too many outs to starve here. Might see my opponents get a little aggressive on Major, especially with Young Farmer, but should be fine. I'm gonna assume Gonzo would grow. There is maybe some opportunity here. But I'll be a coward. And by coward, I mean just make sure I don't screw myself over. I don't like that Tim has 2 food. It'll be a really strong Almshouse Rainier, for sure. Okay, Tim goes for 2 Reed. That is a direction I like to see. Of course, I have the 6 Clay as a good move, too. Gonzo's gonna Day Labor Travel or Ox. Kind of what I expected. Okay, I still need to make sure I do good moves here. Being second next round is going to be great. Mini Pasture coming around is great. I think Fishing and Ock is probably better than Clay and Hearth. Because Tim is not super predictable. And I do want to keep getting Ox down. Yeah, good call, KLJ, on the critical part of the almshouse detail. You can't collect and then almshouse those beggars away. Whoa! I'll be okay paying an extra food for the dock, but yeah, I forgot potato. I'm expecting Laoju to go for wood. Getting 8 clay, I think, is what I'm getting. Why settle for 6 clay when I can get 8 Kappa? Okay, so 2 of my actions need to be clay and Carrot Museum. I am bookshelf eligible. Well, yeah, Kungming, I have had to take 2 bottom feeding actions. This is not glorious, necessarily. Even if it was delaying growth. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree. The food actions I've taken are a little sad. But everything else I've done should easily make up for it, as I'm sure you agree. Can't pass on 8 clay here. Aw, I wanted start player, though admittedly with Tim... Wait, did Tim not wreck Carpenter? I must have missed something. Oh, they never took the wood, right, because they were feeding instead. Wait. Gonzo grew first instead of starting? Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Well, meh. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just saying random crap right now. Didn't respect the asparagus mini pasture combo. Such disrespect for not getting that plowed field out early. Yeah, I don't necessarily like starting this aggressively, but you know, there's a wood pile there. And of course, carrot reasons. I'm gonna try to get Hearth Collect because I could really use the food right now. And I think that's way better than Collector Veg. Rough for purple, yeah. Well, okay, no Hearth. Probably should still collect. Right? If I collect, I'm taking the building resources, the crops, and... That's not bad. On the other hand, what I could do is Reedstone and Reno Mini Pasture. Reedstone, Reno remodel. Oh my god, I have too many options. I have way too many options. Give me 3 hours on a turn-based game to think about this one. Oh my god. Is this worth it? I have no idea. Probably yes. But collecting for no animals is, Dwelling Mound was their choice? So true, Sam. Have collector, gotta collect. Can't break the laws of Agricola. Alright, I put myself in a position to reno something. And remodeling's the right choice for play tempo. I could just take the fireplace, but that's underwhelming. Sure, Rainier. I just don't like taking a clay and a food when if I had a cookery I could take 2 animals, you know? That's what I really don't like about it. I could also just straight up bake a grain right now. Oh my god, the choices. There are too many choices. I can't decide. The thing is, pretty much everything is right, which is great. Like, I think there's like none of my 5 improvements here could be that wrong, which is just making the decision tougher. But the great thing about Clay Oven is that it's the right number to remodel for hearth parts. It gives me food tempo. I'm collecting more times. I don't need to beer keg this game, even though I probably still can. Yeah, let's go with Oven. It's so funny that this could be the worst of the 5 options, and I can't tell. Yeah, I considered plowing instead of renovating, but I didn't want to leave out the improvement. Should I really be taking wood here? Is 3 stone better? You would have played Clay Carrier. That's fair. I'm probably trying a little too hard to maximize bookshelf. Yeah, I am gonna keep trying to maximize my hand. Not necessarily because it's good, but... Who knows which carrier Gray is talking about? I think talking about clay carrier. Well, 3 stone came back. Well is already unavailable. For now. That means Gonzo can beat me to it. Would Gonzo rather do anything else? I don't know. I should also consider fencing. Oh, this gives me a buyer food. Do I care? That's probably okay with me. I hope I'm not starting to lose the plot here. Though I easily could be. Did I fall asleep? Oh, webcam died. Yeah, I can't tell. It could have been me freezing. Okay, Gonzo is going for day labor. Why doesn't Gonzo have beer keg? I'm looking at start player Ock as my last 2 moves here. Bookshelf Ock. So I can keep the veggie. I mean, 8 fields is totally fine for Gonzo. Though I probably would have gone here and maybe here and see if you can get a clay room, but... You know, I'm confused about my own game enough to not want to worry about someone else's here. Uprooter. Uprooter would be busto. Okay, so... Alright, getting expensive Ock is okay. Market Crier. Thanks. Oh, Monka. I mean, Gonzo getting breeding cows is extremely reasonable. Not jumping to lessons, thankfully. Stock plow, well collect? No. Wait. Something like that. Next round. This is crazy. This whole game is... I don't completely know what I'm doing status. Where does this go? Forest Plow never got played there? Or there? I don't remember who might have had it anymore. I think I plow before well. Other fence arrangements could have made some sense, but this one feels a little safer with regards to mini pasture. The idea behind... Well, I definitely want a second veggie in the ground next round. I maybe didn't need to rush this field. But maybe I can get 3 veggies in the ground this way. I'm disappointing people on the field arrangement. Fair enough. Sorry, what? Things I didn't expect to see. I do probably lose out on a pattern this round. But, you know, I'm concerned with enough other things here. I mean, all 3 of my opponents can renovate. Oh, goodness. Gonzo says in chat, the missing piece. Well, Gonzo, props for trying. And there's a freaking loam pit. What? Yeah, okay. This is an Agricola game. Get 3 more things? Yeah, Gonzo can day labor without plowing. I would probably plow 2 more, but... and build tight fences with, stables. If I get a 5th room, it's going here, so I'm going to plow here. Possible pastures here, possibly not. There are some interesting lines if we ate the veggie. I'll take your word for it. So I really need a sow next round. Or I really want to sow next round. And let's see if Gonzo sows now or not. No. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, what's on my to-do list? There's casually 3... No, not necessarily. Tim could take 2 boar here and a food. Oh, but you're gonna market cry. Alright, we'll see what friggin' happens here. I don't really know what's about to happen. Anything's possible. Big field. Sobake just makes worlds of sense for me. If I don't get it, then I guess I'll take 3 pigs and start remodeling. And no, I'm never getting major this round, am I? Maybe I am. I still need to do so many things. Start player is not what I expected here. Right! Of course there's a rammed clay in this draft. Who's coping now, Gray? I don't know how this happened either, but, you know. Conservator coming out. Just kidding. It's Storehouse Steward. Storehouse Steward. Two stone. Gives me time to play Pattern Maker here. As long as Laoju doesn't Reno. Gonzo does get the pigs this way. Like, there's a lot going on this board. If all the day labor... obviously all of them Vane Wombats. The thing is, like, with Junior Artist, you can probably play all of them. Alright, getting Pattern down while only missing one Reno seems like a bit of a steal. Though you could just say most of my game has been a steal. I don't know, things seem pretty good. Alright, I have one more plow coming in. What is my last move here? I have wood and stone coming in on carrots. And on the last collect. Should I play mini pasture and do the last collect? That's probably the answer, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fencing plus pigs plus sheep. Plus veg. There's a lot to do with that fencing move, and with my stock protector, Laoju having wood. Well, I guess Laoju didn't have the wood at the time. And skipping one wealthy man doesn't seem like the end of the world. Okay. I did it. I hit the collector button 4 times. I don't need the reed, do I? I don't really need the clay either. Which thing am I skipping? Literally, what am I ever doing with a reed? You were expecting greening plan. There was a Grange in the draft, but not a greening plan. If there was a greening plan here, then sure, yeah. Or maybe there is a greening plan, and as you like to say, another day, another bad greening plan. However, KLJ, greening plan is not the card played, Wealthy Man is, and Wealthy Man wants those grain in the ground. Start player for Urgent is, I think, good enough here. And what's funny is, I think I just keep floating the Hearth. I think not fencing is stronger right now because of tactical threats in round 14. Tim, you gotta put the veggie up here. Aesthetics, extremely disappointing. Correct, I didn't collect Reed. I didn't expect to build a room or BMW at this point. You thought we were always building a room here. I just didn't look at the line kind of tunneling in on start here. Yeah, totally DVLT. We can totally collect again. Could make that one show up enormous. That might be possible. On the emote wall. So not playing Beer Keg because I'm paranoid about losing the pattern. And I can always just play it next round. I don't need to take stone because I have 2 carrot stone coming in. Not abuse. I can set it on a cooldown. Like, I can put Luminous Big Field on, like, a cooldown prop. Wait, no, it's an emote. I would need to find a way to cool down. I have 6 improvements played right now. I think I go for one more before playing Wood Carrier. Yeah, we still have to Hearth. Oh god, why are you doing this? Oh, because I passed you something to get 6 fence pieces. Roger. This is like the least I've followed my opponent's collective game plans in so long. I can probably just play Wood Carrier without getting these last couple improvements in. It'll be fine. Here's the Wealthy Sow. Congratulations on your 18 grain. You have 10 extra food for the rest of the game in raw grain. Yeah, well, now that I want to build stables, and admittedly it took me a little too long to realize I wanted to build stables, a room makes sense. And a reed stone would have given me the 5th stone for the Reno. Okay, yeah, I miscounted. Don't sue me. Yeah, Gonzo could have used a beer keg for sure. But maybe didn't realize how wealthy these fields would be. Yeah, I can just play Wood Carrier here. I don't need a 4th stable. 3 is enough. Though, I think I can... the math is annoying for me right now. I'm just doing the thing. Maybe I build 4 stables next round. This is still enough, right? 3 patterns. Four stables and beer keg. Yeah, this is enough still. Will allowed you Reno here. No. Okay, so we'll just have a really nasty Reno queue at the end. That means I can just build the stables now. Cool, I will. What's the other move? Could get my last plow in. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, especially with start player possibly needing to be for Reno. Yeah, this game has been awesome. Day Labor combo looks scary but grew late. Laoju grew first, but I don't know what they were really doing necessarily. I could fence into grow. but I don't think I need to yet. Oh, well, that's annoying. You know, I keep saying Tim's starts are annoying, but I passed cards to Tim that just make starting good, so I don't have anyone to blame but myself here. Am I getting Reno? There is not much competition on Plow, so Laoju probably doesn't need to hit Cultivation right now. They do anyway. It might seem a little weird that I'm not taking the fences yet, but I think it's fine, just because 3 of us have, or 2 people have 15 fences already. I think I need this here, rather than rushing Beer Keg. Why did we rule out a 6th field? Well, we don't really need it, right? Okay, so I want to play Beer Keg and then... I don't know. I have a veggie I can schnapps away for free. Real question, why did we rule out 6 rooms? I mean, you could say I miscalculated the availability of clay for clay rooms. Still time to play Caravan and then second Caravan. Great idea, Dr. Bois. Another banger from the Dr. Bois chat line. Why did we rule out 6 class... Ask Gray. I'm sure Gray knows why we ruled out 6 collects. I need 2 more wood, so I could just take wood with the last action. But I am gonna get Beer Table down now. Just kidding, that's not where Beer Table lives. Gamba for over under 5 collect. Joinery viability still. Lao Ju might not be renovating. With Tim just needing a stone. 2 wood. Are you worth it? Literally, what else am I doing? 2 pigs is what, a point? How important is so? If I want to throw away these 3 grain, I will have a second grain, maybe even a third. Yeah, I sow next round. I mean, that should be available. Tim doesn't need food. Gonzo doesn't need food. Good old 2 wood action here with 6 clay, 2 pigs on the board. So next round, yeah, Tim needs to take a stone. Oh, yeah. Wow, I'm smart. All these things I just, like, don't notice sometimes. Oh, camera froze. That's an awkward position for the camera to freeze. As I was pushing my tower a little because it was starting to buzz. Okay, so fences is a point. So is the big action here. I'm not sure that I'm getting that last veggie, but so should just be available. I'm not gonna sweat grain utilization. I'm enough ahead that nobody's gonna get in my way just to get in my way. I think. I mean, yeah, no one should get in my way for the sake of getting in my way. They might do it for other legit reasons, but it won't be for that. Yeah, I briefly considered not using beer keg. But I just need the renos to happen before the sow is needed by me. And I thought that was safe enough. There's the Grange. Better than Joinery. Yeah, Merrick, I fence for free. Free action. And I can take it whenever. Literally no one else can fence. So it has very little effect. I could do it with my 5th action, and it won't really matter. Okay, so then the decision is not really much of a decision, right? Laoju's not allowed to sow bake. Gonzo and Tim... Well, Gonzo's not allowed to sow bake. Tim's allowed to sow bake, but doesn't need the food. So I'm just on my 3 sheep for 2 points move. I should be able to wait this one out. And yeah, I'm greeting 2 points for the sake of it, because it's really not going to matter. I'm scoring like amazing this game. This is genuinely a 70 without the beggars. Need to greed more. I'm not opposed to taking single grain. Yeah, exactly, Gray. Yeah, this has been incredible. Last improvement spot taken here. Oh yeah, baby, Dutch windmill. Tim built BMW instead of joinery, which is a bit of an odd choice with 2 reed and 5 wood both on the board, but okay. Oh, good call, KLJ. Think time, think time, think time. Oh boy. Who's been tracking this one? Two minutes on the prediction. I'm putting the line at 36. Continue to press you to wonder how much experts actually lose with Collector? Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, like, it's even greedier to hope Market Crier hits, right? Okay, where are the rest of my points? Ock, fence, grain, sow. That's my ending here. If Market Crier hits, we have no point actions left. That's funny. I think 2 oxes may be more likely than worrying about that. Oh no. Okay, we're not getting Market Crier because... Wait. No, Tim's plowing plus tie breaks, not building stables. You know, that's fair. Collector does require some skill, that's for sure. Gonzo knows how to win our hearts? Yes. That Dutch windmill is a piece of art for sure. Looks like I set an alright line. Equal channel credits on both sides. Last seconds to get a prediction in. Alright, does Gonzo hold on to second? Gonzo is breeding 2 points. Laoju's breeding 2 points. Yeah, the ceiling was around. Ooh. Oh, God. Wait. No, I definitely sow now. Almost screwed that up. Almost screwed that up. Thanks, Ruben Stock. Yeah, Gonzo, GG. Great farm, great Dutch windmill. Yeah, and I think everyone's a little surprised that you don't have the beer keg. Definitely buying these clay. So yeah, this one went well, to say the least. Hey Brandon, yeah, you missed a game. This was some kind of game. Thanks, Merrick. And Erwin. Yeah, I guess I made enough good decisions. It's funny that my game turned out like this, and there are some parts that I just think weren't like perfect efficiency that I can notice for sure. Again, I still don't necessarily like my decision to tutor before chain float. The second collect with no animals felt a little bad, but was probably totally fine. Not going for that fifth room was a mini error. There was probably a little more sequencing stuff that wasn't perfect, but yeah, this just... what is this, a 66 with 4 beggars? Yeah, it's almost 80 without. We are over 63. No one can catch us now. $11 card, 13 bonus. And we're over 36 minutes. Yeah, no, Gonzo, you have, like, perfect floor, basically. Thanks, Nova. Your points per minute? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're almost 4 points per minute, and I'm less than 2. That was a trip. That game was a trip for me. Like, I was not on a familiar script. It's probably my first 4 collect in a non-solo game. I don't think I've done that before. Gonzo's quick gaming was what convinced you I'd be under? Awkward. Now I can never go back. Yeah, it'll be hard to go back. Same with Hardware Store. Look, I don't have perfect takes the first time, but I'd like to think I usually figure it out. Thanks, Grick Chick. Tricked by the stream time, we did start a little late. And, well, I guess even with the late start, the game was 100 minutes even. Back up to 2.6k Lumen Bucks after losing everything to Minstrel. You're completely off of 2 collects. Yeah, great. Do you need help? Alright, blink twice if you're in need of rescue. But yeah, wow. Like, it felt weird to be on Schnapps Distiller and Clay Oven to feed in stage 2 and 3. But yeah, I didn't like super mega maximize Carrot, but still got, what was it, 6 wood and 2 stone from it, along with the 2 points. I'm really glad I found the double build line, because I was kind of close to not realizing that line existed. You accidentally bet over instead of under? Illuminati, for sure. For sure. When Laoju first... those first pick Excavator Loam Pit, awkward. That's very awkward. You should hopefully be laughing about it, Gonzo. Maniacally laughing.
Nice game, Lumen.
Kungming, thank you so much. And 11 months with the Prime. I really appreciate it, Kungming. Thank you. Yeah, no, for sure, Gonzo. I'm surprised. Well, okay, so my first pack was admittedly bonkers. Yeah, let's look at that draft. That whole draft gave me a headache. Like, every single pack gave me a bit of a headache. It was like just staring down the barrel of a junior artist stew. Yeah, I guess even with... The thing that was weird about this game was that even though I thought there was going to be a ton of early food, it didn't actually manifest because of many pasture and forestry studies causing 3 food to happen in round 3. And Animal Teacher just didn't get played. Baseboards was super clutch. And really tied the double build together. Yeah, Gonzo, you're just a lock to take 1 food traveling. Next time I'm in a game with you, that's going to be the gamble. How many times does Gonzo 1 food travel? Over, under, 2.5. Like, Collector wants this whole hand. Like, it doesn't need Milk Jug or Beer Tap, but it wants the rest of it. But I think Carrot was the right call. Schnapps as a feeding out ended up being perfect. No, I agree, Gonzo. Like, it made sense this time when you weren't proccing Lutenist. and it did last game for you, too. It was just not good for me. Grange, probably not the right pick. I mean, Wood Carrier, why am I getting a 3rd pick Bookshelf? I don't know. Yeah, after we look at my picks again, just like... I'm doing this partially to just, like, lock in a good feeling about my picks for myself. Ignored the mandolin. Good. Yes. Needed to do that. Though I didn't expect I'd be getting Beer Keg back. Pattern with the amount of wood in the game. Yes. No, I'm going to say I drafted very well, especially given how difficult the draft was. The execution was a tiny bit off, but mostly very good. Hey, Fractos. You took mini pasture because you didn't have anything else to start with in round one. Yeah, I think. Well, it depends on if you actually think you're doing wealthy. It doesn't really depend on if you're doing wealthy man or not. I think beer keg's just way too good to take a mini pasture. Even if you have to start nothing, just start nothing. Start save 2 food. The thing about mini pasture is that do you have time to take the sheep? What are you going to do with the sheep? Yeah, I'm finishing up soon. I'm looking at my draft. We had a crazy game here. Definitely recommend watching the VOD. Alright, Tim shows us a lot of information. We knew they first picked Young Farmer and rammed Clay. It seems good. Figured you could generate your own animals. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, as you found out though, Animal Feeder was like the fourth piece of that combo by the end of it, so. Alright. Instead of Junior Artist Stu, went with Wreck Carpenter and Junk Room. Wow, they even confirmed the Stu before undoing. Well, I mean, I think you should have seen I Needed a Sow. But I think chat ended up agreeing that losing 1 point on Wealthy Man was nothing for you compared to getting all those animals. And true, you didn't know about Collector, though you did know about Animal Teacher. Oof, Woodcutter. Turnip Farmer block pick. Bam. Yeah, your game's a lot different without Stu. I mean, Junior Artist Stu is really great. And Forest Plow 7th is just funny. God, what was Lao Ju doing? Okay, see day labor, take day labor. Fair enough. But man, that we saw the downsides of doing this from the fourth seat, that's for sure. Wow, did this get blown up. And passed me a lot of value. Pavior over Wood Carrier. So this pack was Tiller, Pavior, Wood Carrier. Then the bookshelf came. What did you pick? Was this a second pick mound? Thanks! Okay, so, I got handed a little bit in the draft here. Herring pot with Storehouse Steward? Really? This draft is insane. Like, not good insane. Loud Juice, like, rated over 400. Coming up on Reindeer's top 20 Dwelling Mound, yeah. New post today. Why would anyone pick Storehouse Steward ever? It's not great. Alright, why did you pass Bookshelf? Muddy Puddles. I think there are many, many worse things to do here than Muddy Puddles with Tiller. I think Muddy Puddles is very sensible given you see a Clay Carrier and a Shovel Bearer and a remodeling. I think that's fine. I would consider it, like, more of the dark horse pick here compared to Bookshelf or Grange, but I don't think I can say it's wrong. Passing Bookshelf is dangerous, but, like, that Muddy Puddles is good in basically almost every world where you don't have Animal Feeder. Predicted Grange would wheel, and it did. Oh, yeah, and it enables Grange. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, out of that Miners pack, I probably rate Bookshelf 1A, but Muddy Puddles is like 1B. You know, it's very sensible. Barrow Pusher, yeah. Don't take Turnip Farmer, good job. Sack Cart. Yeah, Sack Cart's okay. Like, Mandolin's not impressive. Forestry Studies and Chain Float aren't impressive for you. You could take Rolling Pin, maybe? No, that's too much of a stretch. Anyway, this whole pack, your game plan entirely changes once you get this pack. And then changes again in the next pack. Like, these should be pretty easy picks. Yeah, and you see Tutor and now you're set. Yeah, and the mini pasture instead of the beer table we already talked about. Then it's funny how little you need Shovel Bearer. You could consider Clay Carrier here, but Conjurer does make a lot of sense with Junior Artist. You could definitely argue Clay Carrier here. Not for Muddy Puddles, but because you have a lot of food, you can go Clay Rooms. And it makes buying the ovens easier. So there's nothing wrong with Conjurer, but I think Clay Carrier might be what I'd go with. And then obviously Grange. Yeah, because one of the things you want to do as you try to level up, Gonzo and anyone else still listening, is when you have big piles of food, find ways to throw those big piles of food into things that aren't your family, i.e. Clay Carrier and Mini Pasture. Yeah, Tree Cutter's fine compared... maybe Hollow Warden and Conservator. Probably not Conservator. Renoing sucks. Hollow Warden... Yeah, you maybe with Mini Pasture, Hollow Warden makes some sense. Because you did end up... Well, I don't know if it was Hollow Warden, but that Mini Pasture... I don't know. Just didn't want to incentivize anyone else to travel. Interesting. Oh, an Animal Teacher fell out because it made it to you and you didn't need it. God, this draft was crazy. Well, even if you get 4 food traveling a time or two... Are you going to take the time to play Tree Cutter? Maybe you are. Maybe you are. And cards that do something guaranteed are maybe better in a junior artist situation. Okay. Yeah, I buy it. Played Facades Carving for a bunch of points in your first async game. Did you get defense? The big problem with Facades Carving is that if there's any fence pressure, it screws you over more than it's worth. I love Facades Carving in solo games, but it can be really hard to get great use of in a multiplayer game with fence pressure. You destroyed the opposition. Nice. Okay, so yeah, crazy game, at least by my standards. Glad we were able to do what we did. Okay, so it wasn't Facades Carving that won you the game, Erwin. It was a teacher's desk. Whenever teacher's desk is involved, everything else is invalidated. For the extra long-time followers who remember Pumpkin Trellis, teacher's desk is the new Pumpkin Trellis. I'm calling it now. If teacher's desk is involved, the game is invalid. Small trader? Nice. Alright, thanks all for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream here. Hopefully you enjoyed this wild game. This probably goes on YouTube, so hi YouTube. And in 3 months. So thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more Agricola. Hope to see you then or at a future stream. Bye.